The story of them haying. I know they've put in bales and bales and bales of hay through the years. This particular time they were haying over at Uncle Cleve's place. Someone happened to look out the window and discovered them having a grand old time, pitching rocks at each other. Ray said that Richard had a hard time in school. His brothers were good students, but Rich struggled and got many lectures from his dad. It must have been hard to have your brothers getting good marks and you didn't. Ray said he wasn't dumb, he was dyslexic. I don't know if they realized that then. He didn't elaborate, but he did say that this one time Dad was really chewing at him over his grades, and Rich shouted out, "The cows don't care." He always had a love of animals and farming. I'm told there's a picture of him as a very young boy holding the reins of a giant workhorse out in front of their house. Ray said when they were young, they had a canary that lived in a cage. His name was Tweety, and when Rich would come home from school, he would put his hand in the cage and Tweety would sit on his finger, and he'd take him out of the cage and walk around with him and talk to him for a half hour or more. David, Tim, and I lived with his mom and Rich for a time after David had an accident of his own. One day, Rich came home with a beautiful little white puppy with brown patches. Mom was not real happy about it, but he said every boy needs a dog. So Patches became part of the family and for many years was enjoyed by all the grandchildren as they began to arrive, even Rich's own girls. It's no surprise that he became a farmer, as he always seemed to have a love for the land and the animals. Through a lot of hard work, he became a successful farmer and instilled in his children a love for the same things. I'd like to read you what my son posted about his uncle. I was fortunate to have a lot of uncles in my life. This one worked me hard when I was young. He helped me develop my love of old tractors. He shared a lot of knowledge on gardening and planting, raising farm animals, and certainly is one of the reasons I have so much respect for the hard-working American farmer. Richard was a hard-working farmer who loved his wife, his children, his grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. He was doing what he loved up until his last moments. And I'd like to close with this poem, "He Is Gone, Remember Me" by David Harkins. You can